If you've been looking into IRA withdrawals, you've probably come across the dreaded early withdrawal penalty. But what if I told you that there are exceptions to this rule? If you're approaching retirement or already retired, knowing how to avoid these penalties can make a huge difference in how you manage your finances. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to avoid the early withdrawal penalty in most cases, and I'll even explain how gold IRAs could be a smarter, penalty-free option for many retirees. Now, before we dive into the exceptions, it's important to understand the general rule. The IRS typically imposes a 10% penalty on any withdrawals made before you turn 59, 1, and 2. That's right, you're paying an additional 10% on top of regular taxes if you need access to your IRA funds early. But don't worry, because there are several exceptions where that penalty doesn't apply. The first major exception is for those who become permanently disabled. If you're unable to work because of a disability, you can take funds from your IRA without that 10% penalty. You'll still owe regular income tax, but the penalty is waived. Another exception is for certain medical expenses. If you have unreimbursed medical expenses that exceed 7.5% of your adjusted gross income, you can take an early distribution to cover them without the penalty. Again, you'll pay the regular taxes, but that 10% penalty will be waived. If you've been affected by a major life event, like losing your job and needing to pay for health insurance, you can also avoid the penalty. If you're unemployed for at least 12 consecutive weeks, you can take a distribution to pay for health insurance premiums without that extra penalty. Now let's talk about education. If you're heading back to school or paying for a dependent's education, you can also avoid the penalty. This applies to tuition, fees, and even room and board for post-secondary education, including graduate school. For first-time homebuyers, there's another exception. You can take up to $10,000 out of your IRA for a home purchase without the penalty, provided it's your first home and you're using the funds within 120 days. This exception is especially beneficial for those looking to buy a home in retirement or help family members. If you're looking to protect your wealth and ensure a secure future, it's also important to consider gold IRAs. Unlike traditional IRAs, gold IRAs offer an opportunity to diversify your savings by holding precious metals like gold. Gold has historically been a safe haven during times of financial instability, and it's a great option if you're looking for an investment that holds its value over time. If you're serious about protecting your wealth in the next 2 weeks, check the first link in the description for a free guide on gold IRAs. One of the major benefits of a gold IRA is that it offers a hedge against inflation and market downturns, unlike traditional IRAs that can be highly volatile. Plus, it provides you with a tax-advantaged way to invest in precious metals, which might be a better option than liquidating other investments when facing early withdrawal penalties. If you're over 59, 1, 2, or are planning for a future where you don't want to worry about penalties, gold IRAs could be the solution you've been looking for. In fact, if you have $100K or more in your IRA or 401K, or even 5M+ in savings, this might be the perfect time to consider diversifying into a gold IRA. Remember, if you want to learn more about how thousands of Americans are using gold IRAs to protect their wealth, click the first link in the description below. This free guide will walk you through everything you need to know, and it's available for you right now. So, if you're looking to avoid those early withdrawal penalties and protect your retirement, make sure to consider all your options, including gold IRAs. Whether you're just starting out in retirement or already there, having a solid plan for your IRA withdrawals is key to keeping your financial future secure.